Have you ever made one of these 5 mistakes on a trip that cost you a lot of money? I once paid 10 euros for just one scoop of ice cream, and that brings me to mistake number 1. Eating or drinking at a place with no price tags. This is a mistake me and my classmates made in Rome. It was late, hot, and we all agreed on getting some good ice cream, some famous Italian gelato. So, we went to the first place we could find and built up a queue. But one strange thing I noticed was no prices anywhere. But since everyone was already in line, I just ignored it, hoping for the best. And in the end, we all paid 10 euros for one scoop of ice cream. And from that day on, we had all learned our lesson. Never trust a place with no price tags, or you'll pay the price for not asking. Mistake number 2, falling for street scammers. We all know them, walking around the squares, acting all kind of friendly at first, and then trying to pressure you into giving them money. One of the most common tricks I've seen people experience is this one. They come up to you and give you a free wristband or something similar as a gift. Then they start small talking and ask money for it. And if you decline them that money, they start becoming not that friendly anymore, sometimes even angry. Or actually an even more creative one that I've personally experienced in Italy. Guy comes up to me and just simply asks me what time it is. I tell him the time, and then he starts small talking and casually mentions that it's his birthday. Then afterwards he starts asking me for some money for a coffee or a cake, something about his son, blah blah. Obviously I knew what he was trying to do, but I found him so confident and I liked the story that I actually gave him like 1 or 2 euros. But yeah, what these guys most of the times are gonna do is to try and play with your feelings and your guilt to get some money out of you. So how do you avoid this? Best case, you just ignore them right from the beginning. If they come up to you, just keep walking. Certainly don't accept any gifts. And don't let them guilt trip you into giving them money, talking about their kids or some other crap. They are trying to manipulate you. That's basically literally what they do to make money. Don't fall for it. Mistake number 3, eating at tourist restaurants, the main square, or right next to attractions. Yes, this is quite a commonly known one, but it cannot be addressed enough simply because of how much money people are losing. It's actually insane to think how much you can save just by walking down 1 or 2 alleys further down the road. Oftentimes you're gonna be paying a third less, maybe even half the price of what you're paying at the hotspots. And not only that, oftentimes the food is actually gonna be better. Because think about it, those expensive places don't score with good food, they score with location. So even if the food isn't that great, they're still gonna have enough customers. So if you want real, authentic, regional food, find a restaurant in a silent alleyway and you'll not only save loads of money, but also have a way better experience. Mistake number 4, making yourself an easy pickpocket target. Look, I'm not telling you to be paranoid on your vacation, but having your phone or your wallet stick out of your back pocket, especially in crowded places or let's say public transport, is an invitation to be pickpocketed. So especially in these riskier places, make sure that your belongings are either in a zipper pocket or in a crossbody bag, or at the very least be aware of them and your surroundings to stay safe. Also, don't put your bags on the back of a chair where you can't see them, and as long as you follow these rules, you should be fine. And lastly, mistake number 5, getting hit by hidden fees, especially on ATMs. Withdrawing money from a no-name ATM at an attraction and then accepting the ATM's conversion rate costs you money that you only notice after the vacation, but these small costs can add up real fast, especially in longer vacations. So rule of thumb, always use bank branded ATMs if you can, and when the machine asks you pay in your home currency or the local currency, always choose the local one. This one button can actually make a huge difference. So to sum it all up, avoid places without price tags, don't fall for scammers, avoid tourist traps, don't make yourself an easy pickpocket target, and also avoid hidden fees. I've actually covered this exact topic in one of my previous videos, where I also explained the ATM situation in more detail. So if you want to find out what the 15 hidden travel costs are that quietly make your wallet bleed, watch this video right here. Subscribe to the channel if you want more practical travel tips and future city reviews. See you in the next one.